The prisoner.
We will bring a man for you to help. We have studied his thoughts closely and believe he was a thief on earth, one who thought the world owed him a living, and who was determined to get it the easiest way. Of course, he is not prepared for a spirit life, but he seems to have a mind that should be fitted for better things. We are anxious to see what your questions will arouse in his mind. He thinks he is still on earth, shut up in the dungeon cell of some prison.
We then spoke to him.
We understand you are in prison. We are friends and can possibly help you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. What do you want?
Do you want to get out of prison?
I shouldn't be here. I am wrongly imprisoned.
How long have you been there?
I don't know. I don't think I have been awake part of the time. I don't remember being brought here.
Where did you live?
I lived in Chicago.
Where was your home?
I hadn't any. I just lived as I could.
Have you ever been in jail before?
Yes, lots of times.
You must have taken things many times then?
Of course I did. I needed to live, didn't I?
What was your trade?
I didn't work. I was too smart for that.
What were you doing just before you were brought here?
I was sick, had TB.
You are not sick now, are you?
No, I feel fine.
Isn't your cell different from those you usually find?
Yes, I don't find any walls.
How do you know you are in a cell? Why have you not walked about?
I hadn't tried. It is too dark.
Do you seem just the same as when you were in jail before?
It seems rather queer here. I wonder if I am just somewhere in the dark.
You say you were sick?
Yes,
And now you find conditions different?
yes.
Well, I can tell you that when you were sick, you died.
The hell you say?
Now listen. I will explain.
I hear you, but what are you talking about?
We explained now that he was a spirit.
I don't know what you mean.
I am trying to tell you that you are dead.
No, I am not dead.
Isn't your body different?
How can I tell here in the dark?
Are your parents living?
Yes, but I don't know where they are.
Are you married?
No,
How old are you?
about 30.
Have you seen your mother lately?
No, not for years. She writes once in a while, but I haven't been home in years.
Now listen.
What do you want?
Listen intently. Listen quietly with your mind.
Yes, I hear a sound of some kind. Yes, I hear a woman saying I am not in jail. She says I will see before long.
Then Mary wrote.
He is so completely dazed with the thought that maybe he is dead, that he cannot make sense of anything now. He seemed to hear me, so perhaps we can care for him. He will be slow to progress because he was so sure of his own ideas of things. But we think he will want to push ahead now.
The dissatisfied man.
We will write for one who needs your help. Can you speak to him?
Well, friend, can I help you?
I am a soul, I suppose. Anyway, they tell me I have left my body. But why have I so little power, so little ability to see or hear, or even think? I don't know. I thought the heavenly life supplied all these things. Why is everything here so poor and miserable?
You say everything?
Yes, so far as I can see. Nothing fair, nothing agreeable for mind or body.
Is your body ill or in pain?
No, thank goodness. I left that back there somewhere.
What caused you to leave your earthly body?
It was cancer, I suppose, but hidden where I could not see it, and everyone was afraid to tell me the truth. Oh, Lord, that any created being could suffer so.
What was your belief in regard to life?
Oh, not much of anything, except that life had been thrust upon me without any desire of my own, and I might as well make the best of it and get what good I could out of the accident of being a long-suffering human.
Did your human companions think as you did?
No one seemed quite as morbid over it as I did, but I tried to have them see it as I did. That we did not owe anyone anything for the life which had been thrust upon us, and that we should live and be merry, if possible, which was seldom possible for me.
How about your parents?
They were not to blame, I suppose. Just two young things who married in the heyday of life and were bound to have a good time. They never wanted me anyway, because I interfered with their good times. And I was passed on from one nurse to another, and later from one boarding school to another. And so they got rid of me, for the most part.
What became of them?
They are over there still, I suppose. Only they must be rather old by now, and not able to frolic as before. I don't care. Let them find out what life means, if they can. That is the question I am asking now of you.
Just suppose you could hear and see, with a body free from pain, and a world full of new occupations and enjoyments. Would you take that as an answer to your question?
You bet I would, but you would have to prove it to me first.
It must come by your learning the use of your spirit powers. Can you see it all?
Only very dimly.
Well, use your spirit power in saying, "My sight is coming to me."
What good will that do?
Do as I say and you will prove it's good.
All right. It can't hurt me anyway.
The pencil was quiet for a few moments.
Are you saying it?
Yes, and by Jiminy, I can see a little better.
Again a short wait.
It does work? Great. Great.
This was all read aloud, and the pencil added.
It is all true. And we can add that he is not an old man, just in the 30s. His life had been warped and dwarfed by circumstances of which he spoke, and he was rather more kindly in his mention of his parents than they deserved. He is hearing better now, and we can care for him. We wish to keep him with us for a time, and he will grow into an appreciation of the kindness of this life in general, and of this circle in particular. We may bring him again sometime.
The criminal.
We are here.
Is this Dee?
Yes, and Mary and many others.
You come flocking in a hurry.
Yes, we enjoy the talks as much as you do.
Have you anything new, strange, or wonderful to tell us tonight?
We have a strange story to tell you of a man who needs help. He is able to hear us a little, but he insists we cannot help him. We think he was a criminal of some kind. We can read some of his thoughts, and we believe he was a member of a gang of roughs who attacked a man, and while robbing him, the man was killed. But it is a little doubtful if this man was the direct cause. He was arrested and imprisoned for a time, and the confinement caused his death, probably through tuberculosis. He thinks his companions have all deserted him because he was not strong enough to be with them. Now that he feels strong again, he is very resentful at their neglect. We believe he thinks he is back in prison again.
Is there anything we can do? We would like to help.
The man replied.
Yes. I am in jail, and I do not belong here. I served my sentence, and I should be let out.
You say you served your sentence?
Yes. I was let out before my time because I was sick. Now that I am well again, I am put back in jail.
Who put you there?
I don't know. I was sick, and must have been brought here when asleep.
Were you very sick?
Yes, but I am all right now.
Did you have tuberculosis?
That is what the doctor said, but they must have been mistaken.
No, he was right. When you were very sick, you left your earth body and are now in the spirit world.
I don't understand. I'm not dead.
Does not that explain your condition?
Yes, but I wonder if it is true. I don't know what to think.
It is true. You are now in spirit life.
But this is not a life that I understand.
Can you hear anyone?
Yes. Some people have been telling me the same things you have, but I could not see them and did not believe them.
Did you have a family?
No. I was too young.
Oh. You are a young man?
Yes, about 20.
Are your parents living?
Yes, I suppose so.
Where did you live?
I lived in New York.
What is your name?
My name is Joe.
What is your last name?
I don't remember.
How long was your sentence?
7 years.
Were you sent up when only 13?
No, I was about 16. I did not stay in jail only about 4 years. I was sick and they let me out. But it seems I did not live long, for I was only home about 2 weeks.
Was that in 1920?
No, it was before that.
Did you know it is 1925 now?
No. It has seemed a long time, but I did not know it was that long. I think it was some during the war that I was let out of jail.
There was a long wait, and finally Mary wrote.
We are trying to tell him what to do, but the realization that he has died seems to leave him in a sort of dazed condition. We think we can care for him, for he will listen to us now. He is overcome with remorse part of the time, and of course that will lead to repentance, after which the change to a better life will come naturally. He will need help and teaching and sympathy, in a way, but we look forward to a long period of remorse before his final acceptance of the spirit life. We have watched many such, and they often become our most enthusiastic workers. Undoubtedly he belonged to the poorer and more ignorant classes, and looked upon money as the chief attainment of happiness.
A spirit who is obsessed.
We have brought one who is influenced by other spirits. You have had no experience with such a case. Try to help us now.
How can I help?
First, try to get in touch with the spirit. Ask her name.
Can you tell me your name?
No, I have lost it.
Have you been on that side long?
Not very long.
Have you forgotten your name?
I don't want a name. Someone is bothering me. Go away. Go away.
This looks as though the obsessing spirits identified themselves with the victim, for they used the pronoun me. Mary writes that it was the two spirits speaking. And she added,
The spirits obsessing her wish you to leave.
No, I am not going away. You are the ones who should leave.
No, we belong here.
Sis asked Mary what to do.
We think if you talk with them a while they will be interested and perhaps can be made to leave the patient.
What are your names?
We call ourselves Jack and Jill.
Well, have you gotten your pail of water?
No, not yet, nor have we tumbled downhill either.
You had better go up the hill and learn what is about you.
We are contented where we are.
Why not learn how to travel?
We can. We have a spirit who carries us about.
Sis again asked the spirit victim if she had lost her name.
No, I have it.
What is it?
I don't know.
You have a name, yet cannot tell it?
We won't let her.
You are two bad spirits. You must get out.
We won't get out.
Yes, you will.
When will we go? Where will we go?
Mary wrote.
Tell them to go to another place, another circle, or any other place.
Are there no beautiful surroundings to which you could go?
Yes, but we cannot get there alone.
It would be pleasanter to go alone.
Yes, maybe.
Why do you not go to the beautiful grove?
Is there one?
And to that beautiful lake?
We haven't seen it.
You should develop your powers so you can travel alone.
Will you go too?
No, you must go alone. Get out and travel.
We might try.
Then Mary added.
We think they will yield soon.
There was no movement of the pencil, and Sis asked what they were thinking about.
How to go?
You can do it. Get out.
All right. We are going.
Mary says they are really going. Tell them more of the things they can see if they go.
Have you gone to the lake?
Not yet.
Why not go and bathe in the lake?
We would like that.
Move along then. Don't stay here.
We cannot move.
Yes, you can. Say to yourselves, we can move.
We can move.
Then, as if in surprise, they added.
We can. We are moving. We will go.
Keep trying. Do not give up.
We are moving. We are going. We are out.
Then we asked Mary to tell us all about it.
She is a woman and has been so obsessed that without them she is very weak. But she will soon be herself. The spirits were not so much wicked as selfish. They did not develop their own spirit powers quickly, just sufficient for them to fasten themselves upon this poor, weak spirit, and she has been their slave for a long time. She will advance now. We will begin her education at once. We are glad we had the opportunity to bring such a case to you. They are not very common. We found this poor woman under the control of these spirits, and so thoroughly under their power as to leave little personality of her own. The two obsessing spirits were selfish and lazy, and found that it was easier to use the woman's spirit energy than it was to develop their own, and so they continued.
Where are they now?
We do not know. We may never see them again. They were not of a kind that we were accustomed to work with, so we will let some other circle help them. We have so many different kind to deal with, we usually work only with those for which we are best fitted.
Wrongly executed.
We wish to bring a poor soul to you for help. When we found him, he was muttering to himself something about a murder. We think from reading his mind that he was executed for a murder which he did not commit. But he is so dazed we are not sure we are right.
We spoke to him, but there was no reply to several questions.
Can you see or hear?
I do not see, and have heard no one. Who are you?
A friend who would like to help you.
I am in trouble, very serious trouble, but you cannot help me.
It may be possible if you will tell me what it is.
I am accused of murder which I did not commit.
That is too bad. Are you in jail?
No. I do not know where I am.
Were you arrested?
I was in jail. I wonder how I got out.
Were you convicted of the crime?
Yes, and I thought I was to be hung.
I think the sentence was carried out, and that is the reason you are in your present condition. Do you not think so?
This seemed to bring all his memory of the event back to him, and he replied so excitedly that the pencil could scarcely write.
Yes. Yes. I was. What is it? What is it?
Mary wrote.
He is so excited he cannot understand. Wait a moment.
After a little time, he wrote.
What shall I do?
We asked him to listen intently, perhaps he could hear someone who was near.
Yes. I hear something.
There are friends near who are trying to tell you what to do.
Yes. I hear them. They tell me I will see soon too. I am not in heaven, am I?
Probably not yet, but you are on the way.
I thought heaven was for good people and hell for sinners.
Something like that, only there is no hell such as you have pictured.
I will be glad to see and hear.
Mary says he is in a pitiful condition, hardly able to think. We believe we can make him understand now, but it is too bad that he has received such a shock. We think he was a young man who was naturally upright, but who fell into bad company, and his companions managed to make him suffer for their crime.
The peasant woman.
We will let you try to help a woman who thinks she has died, but she was very religious and thinks she is not in heaven because none of the saints are here to meet her. We think she was a Catholic and was taught to believe that the saints were looking after her during life. We think she was French.
I spoke to her and asked if I could help her in any way.
You are strangers to me. Shall I tell you who I am?
Yes, we would be glad to know.
I was a peasant in France. I was an old woman, and have thought the saints were my friends, and would care for me when I died. I was sick a long time and my daughter cared for me, and I died in her home. I was in a sleep of some kind for a long time. I am awake now, and I supposed I would see the saints and many angels. But I see no one. What is the matter?
Can you see?
I see a little, but I see no angels.
Can you see anyone at all?
I do not know. Sometimes I seem to see someone, but it is like a shadow and fades away.
Can you hear anything?
No, it is all still.
Listen very carefully.
No, I hear nothing. I do not think there is any sound.
Look around you carefully. I think you can see better.
Yes, I see something. It seems to me they are people. I see two ladies, but they are not angels.
Because they have no wings?
Yes.
Well, not all angels have wings. These ladies are spirits, and are there to help you if you can hear them.
I can see them plainer now. Will they help me?
Yes, indeed they will. Can you hear anything now?
Yes, I hear you.
Try to hear the ladies near you. Can you hear them?
No, I hear nothing. But they are trying to talk to me. I can see them well now.
Mary says we cannot make her hear, but she seems to see us, and we will try to make her understand by motions.
Can you do that?
Yes, a little.
Sis said she thought they used music in such cases.
Yes, but we have not tried it this time. If we cannot make her hear us, we will try that later.
I asked what part of France had been her home. She tried 2 or 3 times to tell, but seemed unable to remember.
No, I cannot remember. I was a poor woman and had to work all my life.
Do you know where we are now?
No, I do not know.
Do you know of America and of the United States?
Yes, I know of America.
We are in America, and in California, on the western side of America.
I am sure you are telling me wrong.
Because you are French, and you wonder how we could understand?
Yes.
I explained that her thought was translated by Mary, and we received it in English, and that our replies were influenced in the same way, so that she could understand.
Well, I do not know much. It is very strange.
Can you hear anything now?
No, I do not hear.
Well, these ladies are trying to talk to you. You must try to hear them.
Mary says we will look after her. It may be that we will bring her again. It is easier to make such spirits hear by material means if possible. But we will wait now.
A terrible accident.
Before you stop writing, we want to have you try to help a young man whom we will bring to you. He is apparently suffering from the memory of some terrible injury.
When he was brought, we explained that we were friends who had heard of his suffering, and would like to help him.
Can you tell us about it?
I had a serious accident, and I am in terrible pain. I was in a mill and was caught by a belt in the machinery and had my arms torn from my body. I have suffered, and am in great agony. Why do they not stop it?
The writing showed in itself some of the suffering that the man was experiencing. We replied,
We will have to tell you that the injury has caused your death. But you yourself do not realize that yet. If you can do so, you will soon be free from pain.
I don't know what you mean.
You can hear us?
Yes.
We explained again, somewhat differently.
If I am dead, how can I talk?
This we tried to explain to him, and then asked if he could see.
No, I see nothing.
In our explanation we had said that the pain would soon leave him. We asked if this were not true.
Yes, that is true. Yes, I feel much better.
We asked some further questions, but received no answer. Mary says he is so overcome with it all that he cannot control himself. We again asked if the pain had ceased.
Yes, it is nearly gone.
Can you hear anyone near you?
No, I hear nothing.
Listen carefully.
No, I do not hear.
Is there any light about you at all?
No. No, it is all dark.
Has the pain ceased?
Yes, I feel no pain.
That is fine.
Yes. What shall I do now?
Try listening again, very carefully.
Yes. I do. Yes, I hear. I hear someone talking. I believe I am beginning to see too.
Good.
Yes, someone is talking, I am sure. It is wonderful. They tell me I am to hear and see plainly.
Do you see anyone near you?
No, I see no one. But I hear a lady, and she says for me to be patient, and to always remember that my old body is gone, and all the pain with it.
Then almost immediately, in great excitement.
I don't want to die. I want to live.
You would not want to live without arms, would you?
No. That would not be good.
Then Mary added,
We can take care of him now. We wanted to have him helped if possible, in order to stop his agony. We could make no impression on him whatever. We think he will not suffer much more, but it may be some time before he can forget it all. We think he did not live long after the accident, and brought all the pain with him. You have helped him very much.
The automobile accident.
We have brought a woman for help who does not know where she is, nor that she has left her physical body.
Can she hear me?
We think so. The earth vibrations are still strong with her. Speak to her.
Friend, can I help you?
Who are you?
A friend who would like to help you.
Tell me where I am.
Where were you before you were lost?
I was in an automobile accident. I was thrown out, picked up, and carried to a hospital. Why was I sent away alone instead of to my friends?
Where were you?
Somewhere out in the country. Pretty fast driving, having a good time. Now I am lost.
Were you hurt badly?
I should say so. Broken bones, head hurt, and unconscious for a time, but they did well by me at the hospital. I haven't so much as a pain. But I seem to be lost. I can't find my home. The surgeons did good work to let me out so soon, but where am I?
Shall I tell you?
Yes, if you can.
I must tell you then that you died at the hospital and are now in the spirit world.
No, that isn't so. Can't you hear me talking? Dead. I should say not. Just show me the way home, and I'll show you that I'm a good deal alive.
Are you wearing your own dress?
Why? They must have put clothes on me at the hospital. But they are not mine. Why did they not give me my own?
What are they like?
They are sort of gray looking, and more shiny than mine. But they don't seem to be silk. I wonder what they are made of.
I suppose they are the kind that spirits wear.
For goodness sake. What are you talking about?
I am trying to tell you that you died at the hospital and that you are a spirit now.
I did not die. And I am not a spirit, whatever that is. I am myself. And I want to go home.
Look at your hand.
Well, it is thin and transparent. But that is because I was in the hospital. Why don't you tell me where to go?
I can only tell you that you have left your earthly home and are a spirit and must learn the conditions of spirit life.
You don't know.
Yes, I do know. You have been brought to me that I might help you to understand that you are a spirit.
Great heavens. I a spirit. I, alone and without friends. What can I do? What can I do?
There are friends near you who will help you. Can you see them?
I can see two people near me, but I cannot see them plainly.
Can you hear them?
They seem to be talking to me. They seem kind and gentle.
What are they saying?
Let me listen. Why, they tell me the same that you have, and that I will learn the new life and be happy after a while.
Will you go with them?
I suppose so. I don't know what else to do.
Another automobile victim.
We can hardly tell who is here now. Someone wishes to write, but he is unknown to us.
Someone who needs our help?
Yes, Mary will write for him. He says,
Can you help me to understand? I have come out of something, whether a fainting spell, or sleep, or what. Here I am alone. I can see strange shapes about me. I think I hear a little, but all confused. Where are you, and where, oh, where am I?
We explained that he was what the world called dead, and that he was now in spirit world.
Mary says he cannot believe this.
We asked if he had been sick.
No, not that I know.
Did you have an accident?
Just a little one. Car turned over on a curve, picked up, I suppose, and taken somewhere. Hospital, I guess, didn't suffer any, and here I am, as well as ever, but no hospital, no nurse, no doctor, no home, no friends. Say, what the dickens does it mean?
We explained again that he was in spirit land.
Where is spirit land? I am here, I am well. I can't have died. Never felt better in my life.
Where do you think you are?
Why, in some strange country. You see, I never traveled much, and would not know Italy from Ireland, so far as sight is concerned. But if Italy is full of flowers and trees and pleasant sights, as well as exhilarating atmosphere that makes one feel like flying, I guess I must be there.
Mary added,
I think he will soon be conscious enough for us to care for him. He has the appearance of having been a decently good man at least, but probably a material-minded one.
He must have been killed by the accident, for he doesn't seem to have much recollection of anything afterward?
Not much. He died almost immediately, we are told.
We asked if he had ever thought of death and of what would happen then.
No. I didn't pay any attention to that. I was much alive, young, vigorous, happy, and that is what I am now. But I don't know where I am, or how I came here.
Do you wish us to tell you?
Yes, please.
Well, we can only say as we did before, that you have left your earthly body, and are now in the spirit world.
What do you say? You can't believe I am dead. Merciful goodness. This can't be true. I'm alive. Not dead.
When you had the accident, you were killed. Your body died, but there was something, the real you, that went on living.
What was it? The real I is here, just as I was before.
How about the clothes you are wearing?
Who put these things on me?
What are they like?
I guess some kind of a robe. Must have belonged to a judge or something. I never owned such an outfit.
Can you see about you?
A little. Someone here says her name is Mary. Who is she?
Mary is a spirit who is there to help you to understand the new life.
Mary says he is so stupefied by this new thought, we had better wait a little.
Has he been on that side long?
We think he has been unconscious for several months, and is hardly fully awakened now.
Can you make him understand now?
Yes, we think so.
Shall we ask him any further questions?
You might ask him where he lived.
We did so, but he seemed unable to answer, finally saying,
What's the matter with my brain? I can't remember. Who will take care of me?
The one who said her name was Mary.
The one in the white pearly robe.
Yes. Isn't there someone else there also?
Yes. One in a beautiful dress. My. I never saw such beautiful dresses before. Will they help me?
Of course they will.
Mary says we can care for him now.
The camp meeting convert.
We would like to bring a woman to you for help. She was a poor woman on earth, and what religion she had was of the most primitive kind. Southern camp meetings, getting the glory, hysteria, and all the rest, until she believed she was one of the elect, and would be received here by Christ himself. Can you imagine her reaction when she came into consciousness and found only her guides, who impressed her, first of all, with their humility? And when she expected a crown of glory, she saw instead kind and loving friends, whom at first she could not appreciate. She has partly recovered from that shock, but is in a state of disappointment, and feels that she has been utterly deceived. Will you ask her some question?
Well, friend, I understand you are disappointed with what you have found.
I am. What place is this?
It is Spirit Land, where spirits first go when leaving the earth life.
Where is heaven?
Perhaps if you first find your spirit self, you will the easier find heaven.
My spirit self. I gave that to God long ago.
Are you sure? Did not God give it to you?
Not that.
Yes, it is true.
We have been taught better. I got religion. I was converted, and I gave myself to God.
Do you know what God wishes you to do?
Why am I not told?
Perhaps that is why I am here.
Who are you?
I am here to tell you some of the things you should know.
Where are you?
I am on earth. You are in Spirit Land.
Well, I might know you could not help me. I left the earth, and am waiting for heaven.
Who told you that you would go directly to heaven?
Why? The preacher who saved me.
How did he save you?
Why, I went forward to the sinner's bench, and they prayed for us all. And the first I knew, I was shouting, Glory, glory. That's the way God saved me.
Are you sure God made you do all that?
Of course I am.
Have you read the 5th chapter of Matthew?
No.
That gives Christ's own words.
What are they?
One thing he said is, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
I am converted, I tell you, and I ought to be in heaven now.
Why? Just because you were down on your knees?
Yes, that is the way. That is what the preacher said.
Shall I tell you what you should do?
You do not know.
Yes, I do know.
Tell me then.
You should think kindly of others, and help all who are in need.
There was no reply, and Mary wrote.
She cannot get that at once. Be patient, and keep on talking to her.
Do you see anyone near you?
Yes, there are some shadows.
These are spirits like yourself.
Who are they?
They are friends of ours in Spirit Land.
Who converted them?
They advance toward heaven by the heavenly law of kindness.
Is that the way?
Indeed it is. Can you hear anyone?
I hear just a little. What are they saying?
What shall I tell her, Mary?
Tell her that in spirit land, which is the portal to the heavenly spheres, love is the first requirement.
Could you hear her?
A little. Was she talking to me?
She was talking to me and telling what was necessary.
What is it?
She says you must have love in your heart.
How will I get it? Can she talk to me?
Yes. Listen to her. Can you understand?
I hear her a little. She talks about love. How can I get it?
Listen to her. She will tell you.
I will try. She says she will help me, but where is heaven, and my crown, and all the rest?
You will find the rest later.
Well, I'll try. Will it take long?
That will depend upon yourself.
Well, I will do as she says anyway.
Can you care for her now, Mary?
Yes, we will care for her. She begins to hear, and her sight is coming. She will be all right. Dee has got her in hand now.
Will it take a long time?
We can never tell. Sometimes there is an inner spirit which receives with astonishing quickness, but this one at present shows little sign of any spirit illumination. She represents many who have been converted in this way. There are grades of intelligence, of course, but she is not the first one representing this type.
A few days later we asked about her. Mary replied.
She was very ignorant, and yet convinced that she had experienced true religion. Perhaps you would like to know the rest of the experience. We tried to help her, but she still persisted that she had got religion in the Great Revival, as she called it. We had to let her go for a time, but finally she came back in a more possible frame of mind, and we tried to give her one idea at a time. That she must listen, until she could hear us say that love is the fulfillment of the law, and that she must set herself to proving this for herself by trying what loving service for others would do for her. She did not see what she could do, so we asked her to tell others who had arrived in perfect ignorance of this life. She finally began her mission, and to our joy, she began to realize. That was the beginning, and afterwards she became humble, and in that state of mind we could teach her other truths of spirit life. She is growing toward the light now, and soon will come into perfect happiness.
Some come very quickly, it seems.
Yes, as soon as they accept guidance, and can begin to see and hear, the advancement is rapid.